if you don't feel that kind of inner guilt when you don't like stick to something like this, then I don't know what to tell you. I think then you need to like reevaluate your life a bit. If you're an unorganized person, watch this video. This is going to help a lot. I used to go about my days with no direction whatsoever and just wake up and do kind of whatever I felt like and not have like a directional plan for that specific day. I'm going to show you now how you can make a plan that's so easy to follow, and even for the dumbest, most stupid fucking people out there can follow this and can have a lot of success from it. And it's so simple. So what you're going to do is get a small piece of paper like this, put it on your desk, and the night before, you can write down all the things you have to do for this day. Now, this might seem a bit like obvious and stupid, but there's something quite powerful that's going on beneath the surface. When you write something down, when you have something that you can visually look at, your subconscious mind knows that it needs to get there. From what I learned in a recent book and from what you might have seen in a recent episode about your automatic servo mechanism that goes on in your brain, your mind automatically knows that because there's a goal there, the mind says basically to yourself subconsciously, all right, I need to do everything that I can to achieve this goal. I've seen this on some days where I won't even look at my daily to-do list that I've already written, and I'll just get all the stuff done regardless. I'll just have it done anyway. This is because by writing something down, by making something real, by writing it down, it kind of wires itself into your brain, and it's there. It's there for your subconscious to automatically pull itself like a magnet towards that goal. Now, there's something different about having it on an actual piece of paper instead of a laptop, which you might be thinking, why don't I just put it on my laptop? Isn't that simpler? Because then I can just, sync it up to my phone or whatever. Well, if you have it on a physical piece of paper, there's no barrier to you getting to that, because chances are, as soon as you wake up, you might go to your desk straight away. So it's not like you'll have to open up your laptop to get to it. It's there anyway. It's there. You've got to make sure you put it in the middle as well, so that you ensure that that's the first thing you look at. Now, there are some underlying things that happen when you do this. I've found specifically with me, the more things I have on my daily to-do list, the more happy and productive I am. Okay, the more productive you are. Okay, of course, that makes sense if you get it all done. But I can't think of the last time, if I'm being completely honest with you, I can't think of the last time where I wrote something down and I didn't do it. There's something that goes on subconsciously with your brain. I don't know how it works, but you will just manage to get it done. You just manage to complete whatever you write down. And I honestly don't know how this works, but it just works. So I'll run you through how to do this right now. So by making a list, it might look something like this. So you have the day of the week, and then you have all the things you need to do with tick boxes next to each one, so you can tick it off when you're done. Now, there's something quite powerful happens. So say I do the first task, and it might be quite an easy one, but I get it done. So if I've done my first task, there's something quite powerful that happens leading on to the second one, because the momentum that this gathers leads you on to doing something that's harder for the next one. So the way I would structure this is the first thing that you do during the day, make it easy, make it a low-hanging fruit, something that you can get easily, basically. That's what it means. So make it as easy as possible, make it as simple as possible, make it as basic as possible. It could even be brush my teeth. It could even be that. Because the feeling of simply ticking something off that list makes you feel better about yourself, makes you feel more confident, makes you feel like you can actually be really productive today, and it just makes you, and it builds this kind of momentum that you need to try to actually experience. So call it cap, whatever, but at least try it first, and then you can debunk it if you wish. So think of it like a mountain, or like an avalanche at the top of a mountain. Once that avalanche starts rolling, it becomes so powerful as it gains more and more and more snow. But if it wasn't pushed off, if it didn't start rolling at the top of that hill, it would never have become that massive avalanche as it started rolling down the hill. So all this first task is doing is just pushing that pebble at the top of the mountain. And, it could even be just make my bed. It's such a simple thing, but when you make your bed, you feel like doing more things afterwards. You feel like being more productive. Simply, the simple thing of not making your bed can make such a big difference to the rest of the day. It's like a cascade of negative effects if you don't make your bed. I know it sounds simple. I know it's stupid. I know it's like, you might be thinking to yourself, this is retarded. Why is this guy telling me to make my bed? But it's actually true. So as I said, structure this in the way that your first few tasks are the low-hanging fruit ones. So it could be as basic. So we've got basic level, first level, low-hanging fruit, make my bed, brush my teeth, make breakfast, 5-minute meditation, whatever. Easy things to do. And then the next one should be, think of it as like if you're climbing a staircase, the next step. So it has to be a bit harder, it has to be a bit more of a barrier to overcome. It has to be a bit more of a challenge. So it could be anything from starting a bit of work to reading a bit to maybe even calling someone that requires some like mental awareness and mental alertness. Um, and then continue that. So build it every time. Maybe for me, it kind of looks something like as soon as I wake up, because I'm on crutches right now and I can't move. As soon as I wake up, I'll sit up in my bed, still quite tired. I'll meditate for about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and then after that, I'll go down and make breakfast. So it's stacking up slowly, and then I'll train in my room for about an hour and a half. So that's a bit of a harder thing to do, just like home weights, doing this kind of thing. And then after that, I'll go straight to doing some kind of uni or like business related work, which is also a step up. I'm basically set on a trajectory for the rest of the day. I'm like slingshotted forward, and the momentum is so big and the avalanche is so large that I just keep doing things. And I want to do things because physically, like mentally, I'm stimulated, and I'll even like eat better, weirdly enough, when I'm in this kind of frame of mind, because I've been so successful with my tasks throughout the day. I've been ticking these things off throughout the day that I even want to do good habits like stick to my diet, like sleep on time, like read, things like that, like do all my physio exercises, everything. So it's kind of like it pours into every aspect of your life, really. Doing things this way, and you could even be so like detailed and specific with it. You could have like literally every single thing that you do during the day, you could write it on this little daily to-do list. It could be like you could have like 20 things on it. They could range from like you could have on it like brush my teeth, make lunch, make breakfast, lunch, and dinner, each one, and obviously have it in chronological order, right? Hopefully that's taken for granted. But you can have all the things written down, and you can have the most simple things. And if you just have it written down, and if you just either take it with you or take a picture of it or look at it or put it on your phone, and if you just look at it and keep it visible, you will get all of them done. Hopefully you'll feel guilty if you don't get any of those done. I know that's how I feel, and I didn't really program that into my brain. I've just always felt that way. If I have something written down, I'll feel like I have to do it. If you don't feel that kind of inner guilt when you don't like stick to something like this, then I don't know what to tell you. I think then you need to like reevaluate your life a bit, and think to yourself, what am I doing in my life? But if you are thinking that, then this is definitely the right place to be, because I'm going to be giving out advice similar to this, no bullshit, and going straight to the point. So that's all for now. Hope you found that one useful, and until next time, bye. The number one reason people aren't successful in fat loss is uncertainty. I know for a fact you've tried something in the past but given it up because you haven't seen results. You didn't think that it was going to follow through, so you stopped it. That's why I created this ebook, to stop all uncertainty and give you the only resource you need on fat loss nutrition. I wrote this book with the person who doesn't want to sacrifice taste but is desperate to lose fat in mind, because that was me 5 years ago. I was a massive foodie. I am a massive foodie. I love food, and I would have done anything to get rid of my love handles quickly. But I found myself constantly relapsing. I would constantly go into the kitchen on late nights and binge eat anything sweet I could get my hands on. This is me now. This is the ultimate step-by-step dummy's guide to fat loss nutrition. From teaching you what mental qualities you need for fat loss, teaching you how to work out your proteins, carbs, and fats, it has everything. I put everything I know about fat loss nutrition into this ebook. This is the one-stop shop you've been searching for. This is the only resource that you need. And if you don't believe my word, then scroll down and look at the reviews. It's changed people's lives. This was so easy to write because I just had to keep in mind my younger self, and I've given my younger self everything that I would have needed to skip those months of trial and error and just go straight and fast track myself straight into getting fat loss results. So get this ebook. Promise you it's worth it, and I'll speak to you soon.